Hey guys, after that review by me, people have been torn about where the series is headed. So, today's anime theory is, does there really need to be a third season or a fifth case for the Great Pretender? So to start things off, the series ended on the largest scam they had ever pulled off to date. The scam took in total 9 episodes to pull off. That's quite a significant amount, to be honest, which I'm thoroughly surprised about. But it was huge. They scammed a huge mafia and saved a bunch of kids from basically being traded away. What more can the series do? I mean, all the characters had their arcs more or less sort of wrapped up. I mean, let's take a look back at where every character kind of stands right now. Laurent got his revenge on the organization that took away his Dorothy. Dorothy is actually alive, and she got her charm back as well. Makoto has learned the truth about his father and is now currently traveling the world. And he kind of has now a not so guilty conscience. I mean, he's kind of paid his debts, he feels, and he doesn't really want to get back into the game. Then again, he said that for multiple cases, but always does somehow get back in there because of Laurent. So if there is another one, he'd probably do it again for that same reason. Abby has moved on with her life, putting aside her past from those wars and currently traveling as well in the States. Cynthia has become a mother. She's adopted one of the children, so she's kind of in a good place. I mean, we don't quite know if she kind of rekindled with Thomas or not, but at least she's out of the game as well, and as well as their associates have kind of retired in Korea. Makoto's father is also taking care of those children, so everyone seems to be off in a good spot. I mean, even the villains were okay with what kind of went down, which was a little strange, don't let me be wrong about that, but it kind of did everything well. I mean, the final case kind of tied everything together. It took everything from the first season and brought it all together. It brought all the different pieces that they had. It kind of, like I said, tied it up in a nice, good bow. So with everyone being left off in a pretty peaceful state, in even the villains, does that mean that they need to come back? Like, I think the series ended off on a really good note with everyone being happy with their lives. I mean, Laurent is still in the game out of all of them, and Makoto is traveling. But again, the series really focuses around Makoto Edamura. So if there is, I mean, his past still has quite a bit left to be kind of, I mean, he has to come to terms with it and stuff. And I mean, there is the fact of the relationship between him and Abby, but for the most part, I think like it's a complete story. And if they don't actually come back, I think right now it's in a good place where fans can be happy with, this is how it ended, and we don't need to go any further. So with that being said, as it stands, the series doesn't actually need another season. I think it tells a perfectly good story in these 4 cases and gives us all the background information we need, answers for the most part all the plot holes. So in my books, this is a fully complete story. But for a minute now, let's theorize. What would another season be like? What could it go into? Well, that calls for another anime theory, so be sure to check out that video if you want to see what we think a 5th and final case could be about. Anyway guys, I gotta go think about that. I think that's all for this video.